From the moment my intuition sent me those first subtle whispers of betrayal, my life became a tempest. I felt as though I was adrift on a stormy sea, grasping for any sign of solid ground. I had no proof to justify my suspicions, but my gut told me something was terribly wrong. My husband, Robert, and I had been married for years, and I never imagined he would be unfaithful. I was ashamed of my suspicions and struggled with the guilt of violating his privacy. We tried marriage counseling, and I even apologized for my lack of trust. I wished I could dismiss my instincts, but the nagging feeling of deception persisted. That's when I decided to hire a private investigator. The investigator proved to be worth every penny. Within a month, he confirmed my worst fears, but with an unimaginable twist. Robert's transgressions involved his stepsister and stepmother, and he was potentially the father of his stepsister's newborn child. My heart shattered into a million fragments, but I maintained my composure. I hid my pain as if my life was a stage, and I was its leading actress. I began detaching myself from Robert and moved into our spare bedroom. As the distance between us grew, I found a new job, moved out, and started preparing for the inevitable divorce. Almost a year passed, and we entered the final stages of our separation. Throughout it all, I kept my secret knowledge locked away, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. I focused on our financial affairs, ensuring that Robert's employment with his father's company remained stable. I knew that my soon-to-be ex-husband would fight me tooth and nail for every last dime, so I bided my time. As we battled in court, I was patient and determined, refusing to let him walk away without paying his dues. The day finally came when the check cleared, and my plan was set in motion. With the money securely in my account, I crafted a detailed email, complete with photos and videos, exposing Robert's sordid affairs to his family. His father, a formidable man not to be trifled with, would be furious. I knew this revelation would shatter the lives of those involved, but I had waited long enough. It was time for Robert to face the consequences of his actions. The aftermath was swift and chaotic. I received calls from everyone involved, their voices filled with shock, anger, and heartbreak. Robert's stepsister's husband reached out to me, devastated by the news, and we discussed his plans for a DNA test and divorce. Meanwhile, a fierce confrontation erupted between Robert's father and stepmother, with the police being called in to break up the ensuing fight between the stepsister and stepmother. As the dust settled, Robert found himself with nowhere to turn. He called me in a panic, begging for a safe haven from his father and brother-in-law, who were determined to exact their revenge. I could hear the fear in his voice, but I felt no sympathy. He had made his bed, and now he would lie in it. As I sit here watching the storm of my own making rage around me, I know one thing is certain. I am not done with Robert yet. This is only the beginning of his reckoning.